Why were medieval wars fought over trade and land? Imagine a time when kingdoms fought fiercely not just for territory but also for the riches that came with controlling trade routes and fertile lands. That was the medieval period in Europe. Wars during this time weren't random. They were driven by the need for wealth, resources, and power. Land was more than just dirt. It was a source of food, minerals, and timber. Owning large areas meant more food for armies and civilians, and it also meant collecting taxes from the people living there. These taxes helped rulers build armies and strengthen their control. Trade was equally important. Cities and towns grew because of commerce. Merchants traded wool, salt, timber, and luxury goods from the east. These trade routes brought wealth to cities like Venice, Genoa, and Florence. Controlling these routes meant controlling the flow of money and goods. When a city or kingdom controlled a key trade route or port, they gained economic power, which they used to fund armies and expand their influence. Many wars started because of this. Nobles and kings wanted more land to increase their wealth and prestige. When they fought over borders or inheritance, it often turned into larger conflicts. As trade expanded from the 10th century onward, towns became powerful. Merchant guilds sometimes raised armies to defend their trade privileges. City-states fought each other to control trade routes, and these fights could turn into full-blown wars. Trade routes linking northern Europe to the Mediterranean or to Asia were vital. When the Ottoman Turks captured Constantinople in 1453, it blocked land routes to the east. This made Europeans scramble to find new ways around the obstacle, sparking conflicts over colonies and new trade paths. During the late medieval period, the idea of mercantilism grew. Countries believed that wealth was fixed and that they needed to compete for gold, silver, and control of markets. This led to wars aimed at gaining economic dominance. Alliances formed between towns and leagues, like the Hanseatic League, to protect trade interests. These alliances sometimes clashed with rivals, leading to conflicts. Feudal lords also fought over land because it was their main source of power. Disputes over inheritance or borders often turned violent. Since land meant resources and influence, nobles fought to expand their territories. All these factors combined show that medieval wars over trade and land were about securing wealth, resources, and power. These conflicts shaped the history of Europe, leading to major crises and transformations that changed the political and economic landscape of the time.